It's the comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a commuter grind. What's on my mind? Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Comedic Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a commuter cast. Might get you a laugh. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken. That chicken sound like it needs some help. Help me, chicken, help me. Hey, everybody, listen. My name is NateNathaNathaniel. Woo! That just happened. Look, this is a commuter cast, guys. I am actually in my hybrid car, giving you the goods this morning on my way to work. Yeah, man. Listen, you're like, who are you? You're like, who are you? Why I'm listening to you? Why? Who are you? I'm like, listen, I'm the most creative comedian that you never heard of. Yes, indeed. I said it. I'm going to say it again. The most creative comedian that you never, ever heard of. Yes, sir, NateNathaNathaniel. All three is me. All three names is me. Nate is my black name. Nate's my black name. They say, well, what's your name? I said, my name's Nate, son. Gotta have a deep voice. Nate, boy, I'm gonna tell you something. Nate. Yeah, I'm Nate, man. Big Nate. That's who I am. Now, you're gonna hear some background noises. Because I'm braking, stopping at stop signs. And this mic is picking up everything. So this is just checking this out right here. Got upgraded the mic. Feeling all good about that. Now, Nathan's my white name. Nathan's my white name. I go to people and say, hi, how you doing? My name's Nathan. It's nice to meet you. Now, I'm in a hybrid, guys. I'm going to be in and out of this cast. I'm in a hybrid, and I'm going to tell you I'm in a hybrid. Listen, man, hybrids are really a quiet car. So most of this cast will be quiet, but you're going to hear some bumpity bumps. You're going to hear some signals, some tick, 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 right? You're going to hear all that stuff, man. All of it. So I do this cast as I'm going into work, you know, giving you what's on my mind. Oh, I told you my white name. Nathan, how are you doing? It's good to meet you. Yeah, that's my white name. My Nathaniel. See, why all three is me? Nathaniel's my biblical name, right? That's if you look in your Bible, it says that Nathaniel was also known as Bartholomew. And he was one of Jesus's, original disciples. It don't make me have to preach up in this. Preach. So we preaching up in here. Yeah, man. Interesting thing is, like, I'm doing this podcast from my car and sunlight is out. Usually I do it in the darkness. You know, I like pop culture references. So you're going to get some pop culture references. Like Batman, you know, like not the janky Batmans with, like, you know, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, whatever, right? That guy, not that guy, not Iceman, not that stuff, not the corny stuff. I'm talking about, like, you know, Christian Bale. I'm talking about Batman. That guy, right? So, you know, the guy, like, Bang was like, oh, you think darkness is your ally? I was born in the dark, right? So I do it in the dark. A lot of good things happen in the dark, but you know what? Things that happen in the dark come out in the light. Listen, I'm telling you, it do what it do. It do what it do. Now, I'm going to have to check, because all these background noises, man, the signaling and the bumpity bump, this mic's picking up everything. Man, I might pass gas and this car's going to pick it up. I don't know. Picking up everything. This mic is just good. It's good indeed. Yes, sir. But check it out, man. Look, this Uncooked Chicken podcast, man, it's like a review. Because I said I'm going to give you 3 Fs, right? Like, I'm going to give you the funny that I'm working on when I go to the comedy club. Some kind of, like, I'm spitballing, like it's like a practice session, right? And then, I'm going to give you another F word. I give you 3 F words. The other one is going to be, I'm going to give you a funny review first today. And then I'm going to give you the funny that I'm working on, right? Yeah. So that's the 2 F words right there. And the third F word is going to be kind of like future plans. Like what's my plan? Got a business plan, sir? Got a model? What's up? What's going on with you, boy? So something like that. All right. Or I might even change it to fun purchase or something. I don't know. Maybe first time. That's a good F word. First time. All right. Yeah, I like that. See, this is a live cast. And I don't edit. That's why it's called Uncooked Chicken. Whatever happens, guys. Listen, life happens, and you gotta react. How do you respond? What do you do? Another Batman reference. Man, I like Batman. I like pop culture. Batman, Bruce Wayne, little kid, because he was scared of bats, right? Because he fell down a well. That's what Hollywood tells us. He fell down a well, right? Fell down a well, and it was nothing but bats down there. His daddy had to rescue him. He fell down. He was crying. It's your bat, right? His daddy come down, find him. Bruce, where are you, son? Where are you? Daddy, I'm in a well, Daddy. I'm in a well. He ropes himself. He kind of does a, he kind of pulls the rope down and goes get his son out of the well. He's up. Bruce is all laying down on the ground. Bats everywhere. He's crying. And his dad says to him, "What do you do when we fall down?" It was a lesson, right? What do you do when we fall down? Oh, no, Daddy. Oh, no. He said, "Son, you get back up." And then the music came on. It was a lovely moment. He grabbed his son. He took him up from the well. And next thing you know, I'm Batman. That's what happened. Listen, I didn't make it up. I'm just giving you the reenactment of it. Stop. Just saying, it's no edits. Why? Because I'm Batman. No edits. It's just, we fall down, we get up. Just like that. But look, man. So that's the 3 F's I'm going to work on today. The funny review, the funny I'm working on, and then first time. First time. That's 3 F words, 3 FUs. 3 FUs. Now. Woo. All right. So my funny review. My very first podcast. I act like I'm an expert. Like this is it was only 2 weeks ago. My very first podcast. Let me tell you what happened. Very first podcast. I was working on a joke where it was called violent sleeping, right? And talking about how I'm a violent sleeper. And I wanted to see how that would land at the comedy club. So I went to the comedy club yesterday, and shout out to my peeps. My peeps showed up. Yeah, they came up to support me. Listen, it was only 3 minutes. That's when you know you got some peeps. When they show up to support you, and they wait 2.5 hours. They waited through a whole damn movie just to see me do 3 minutes. I mean, when they say #blessed. Thank you, peeps. You know who he is. Yeah, man. And so I did my review of my 3 minutes on was, I've been doing comedy for about a year. And the first time I went to do this comedy, not this same routine, but a routine, I didn't get through the punchline. I didn't know how to manage clock. I had 3 minutes. I knew what I wanted to say, and I tried to make what Wendy's got that hamburger, like you can get 4 patties. I tried to stuff as many patties as I could on a burger and still hold it, right? So the first time I was just throwing everything, details, blah, 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 just like vomiting at the mouth, just diarrhea, just blah, 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 blah. And I didn't even get to the punchline at the end. I needed to, and I broke the mic. I was so dejected, right? I was so dejected. I walked off the stage, the mic broke. Next guy was like, "Hey man, I should get some more time. This guy broke the mic." They had to switch out microphones. I'm serious, I haven't. First time. Oh man. Whoo. But yo, so it was interesting because they had some comedians that did their first time yesterday, and this one guy, he didn't get to the punchline. He told a few jokes, pop, pop, pop. He's like, oh man, all I needed was 5 seconds. I was working up to it, and I was like, yeah, bro, I feel you. I've been there. I got you, man. I feel good. I've been there. Yeah, man. But check it out, man. Listen, man. Listen. So like I said, it's uncooked. It's uncooked. Will come out. So he did that. So I don't feel as bad. But this time, when I was working on my violent sleeping, I added like a beginning to it. I added something like my wife is an inappropriate drinker. She takes drinks at the most, just at bad times, like at the wrong time. Like we'll be at a party and she's on crutches and everyone's looking at her and they're asking a question like, hey, what happened? And my wife's like, oh, it's nothing. My husband's been pushing me lately. And then she takes a drink. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, come on. They looking at me, all eyeballs on me like I'm OJ with the knife. I'm like, okay, lady, finish. And then she stops her drink and she says, to go to the doctor because my leg has just been swollen and he's been for 3 months and he's just been pushing me to go. I was like, I'm like, babe, you gotta go. You gotta come a little quicker with that, right? You gotta come a little quicker, right? And then I say to her, I'm like, okay. And then the people get a party and they're like, oh, how you been married? How long you been married? So I've been married for 30 years. And they say, oh, well, how's it been? And then my wife's like, oh, it's been real good. Except for my husband, he's just so violent. And then she takes a drink. Goop, 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 goop. I'm like, really, woman? I slapped the cup out of her hand. Like, finish the statement, woman. Finish the statement. Finish the sentence. And then she says, oh, when he's sleeping, it's just, he leaves covers all over the place. He's just such a violent sleeper, right? And then from that part, I transitioned to, yeah, she right, though. I am a violent sleeper, right? Look, my wife had to get a restraining order against me. She got a 76 by 80. She got a king-size mattress restraining order against me, right? Because I witnessed it for myself one time. So I woke up, I couldn't find her. Like, it was at night. I patted the right side of the bed, pop, 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 pop. She was nowhere to be found, right? So then I flip on the light, and then I hear, I look at the bed, and there she is. She's in bondage, right? She's in bondage, and I'm not talking about the good bondage. I'm not talking about the I'm talking about she's in terror, right? I mean, like Stephen King, my guy, right? I'm talking about like M. Night Shyamalan, right? You know, I was like Liam Neeson, and she got taken, right? And so then I looked at her. She had my t-shirt like tied around her arms, right? And then she had my dirty sock in her mouth, right? So I took the sock out of her mouth. I'm like, baby, are you okay? I'm like, what happened? She said, you happy, you son bitch? I said, whoa, you talking about? What you talking about? She said, I told you you was a violent sleeper, and you took me, and you taking me, and you put your dirty sock in my mouth. I said, oh, damn, babe, I'm so sorry, so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It's my job as a husband to protect you at all times. You're my wife. Man, I'm so sorry about this. I went to the mini fridge and got her some water. Gave her a bottle of water. I said, babe, are you okay? She said, I'm gonna have to start sleeping downstairs. I can't take this no more. I said, I'm so sorry, baby. Are you okay? She said, I'm getting there. And I said, babe, I looked at my watch and it was like 1:35 in the morning, and I got to be to work at 3. And I was concerned about my wife, but I knew I was losing some sleep. So I was like, babe, are you sure you okay? She said, I'm getting there, babe. I think I'm good. I said, cool. So I put the sock back in her mouth because she was safe, and I got me another 45 minutes before I had to go to work. Listen, sleep is important. It's important. Tell you, it's important. So, and that was the joke. That was the lead up to the joke I was working on for my first cast, right? And it's differently than I said it on the first cast, because it's never going to always be the same. But I got to hit some key points. You know, some of the stuff was out of sequence on this one. I know that because I wrote the joke, my guy. I know this, right? So my peeps came and saw me, and this was the first time that I like overly shared with my inner circle. I usually like, I don't do that. I don't advertise like this, but I got to put myself out there and share my talents. Can't keep them buried. Got to share them. So I'm sharing talents with my inner circle, and then I'm gonna put this stuff outwardly, right? So, you know, so my review. Here's the review. I never got to the review. My bad. My review was, instead of putting four patties on a Wendy's burger, and it was all sloppy and I didn't get to the punchline, I put 2 patties on the Wendy's burger, so you can still hold the burger. It was somewhat, I had to talk fast, so it was really, you had to pay attention and listen, because I had to get to the story, but it still had some moments. It still had some moments. So I would give it, I'm grading myself. I know I can do better, because I always feel that I can do better. But I'm going to say it was a strong B, right? It was a strong B. It wasn't like, it wasn't a weak B. It was like, I think I'm a B. I feel like I'm a B. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. I can kind of sting you. I think I'm. No, I'm a freak. I'm a B. I'm a Muhammad Ali. I'm a Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly. Comedy like a bee. I'm a B. I'm a B. I'm a B. So I got a strong B. That was my grade for my my comedy of the Unviolent Sleeper. And so, yeah, man, that's my review. Let's review that. So that was that's my funny review. That's the first F. The second F is what I'm working on, right? The funny that I'm working on at this particular moment. Man, I'm thinking like, I'm going to start off like, I'm going to give you 2 truths and a lie. 2 truths and a lie, right? 2 truths and a lie. I am the most creative comedian you never heard of, right? I can guarantee that I am the most creative comedian that you never heard of. And listen, man, listen, white people, y'all can really dance. You know, they say, oh, that's a stereotype. White people can dance. I'm like, listen, look, it ain't stereotype. It's stereo right. Okay, I'll call it stereo white. I don't know, man. The people say I'm not trying to be racist. I'm really not. But listen, it is what it is. It's cool. But you know what? And I'm gonna give you guys credit. White people, you created a dance, a rhythmless dance that black people can't do. You did it. You did it. Yeah, man. The freaking Floss. Let me tell you something about the Floss. Man, the Floss. If you ever tried the hula hoop, like for the first time hula hooping, and you can't get your hips to go around in a circle, you're like, it's like a broke hip, and the hoop just falls to the ground. That's like a hoop fall to the ground to the left, the hoop fall to the ground to the right, the hoop fall to the ground to the left. That's what the Floss is. It's just a broken hula hoop dance. It's a rhythmless dance. And white people created it, and black people can't do it. Listen, it's taken me 3.5 years to learn how to floss. I ain't talking about dental, my guy. I'm talking about, and I can't do it. I do it for like, look, I do it for about 10 seconds, and then I get stuck, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I try to find a beat, and I can't. Right? I'm telling you, man. Yeah, you finally did it. Congratulations. The floss. But listen, white people, when people say you can't dance, I just want you to say Bob Marley. Just scream back at black people, Bob Marley, right? Just scream that back at people, because I'm telling you, Bob Marley. Like, I seen the biopic. It's a great show. If you haven't seen One Love, go see One Love. Look, I'm giving it a free plug. What's going on? They ain't sponsoring me yet. Anyway, One Love's a good show. It ain't all true, but it's a good show. And if you see Bob Marley like trying to dance, listen, the actor that played Bob Marley, and just really you can Google it up. Look at Bob Marley. Bob Marley looked like he's trying to catch butterflies, and he's not winning. Okay, he's jumping up and down. His hands are in the air. He's grabbing at something. You know, I'm like, that must be some really good ganja, right? Bob is grabbing at something, and he just can't catch it. I don't know. I'm like, this dude ain't got no rhythm. He's a genius. He's a legend. Man makes great music. Last the test of time music. I love me some Bob Marley. Listen, brother couldn't dance. I'm just telling you what it is. He can't dance, right? It's like, that's why he made that song, Get Up, Stand Up, right? Because that's all he could do. He couldn't dance. He's just like, get up, stand up. I cannot dance tonight. I don't know. Get up, stand up. That's all I can do tonight. I don't know. He just can't dance. It's fine, right? Maybe, listen, I'm sorry, white people. I just thought about this. He is half white. That could explain it, right? Get up, stand up. That's all I can do tonight. Get up, stand up. Can't dance because I'm half white. I don't know. I don't know, but it's okay you can't dance. You're fine. It's not a big deal. You got other things. You're fine. You got generational wealth. You're good. You're good. Right? People say you can't dance. Just say, it's okay. I'm white. Now listen, don't say that around a lot of black people though, because I want to save your ass. I think your ass is worth saving. So don't like say that in your head and just like nod your head. Nod your head and just say that in your head, but don't say that out loud ever. Okay? You good. But it's the truth. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry because I didn't edit it and I said it. And that's what it is. Now listen, hopefully there's no Rastafarians in here tonight, man. Rastafarians listen to my podcast. Because they get mad when I say Bob Marley can't dance, man. They get upset. they get, listen, man. They don't mess around, you know. It's like, hey, man. Hey, NateNathaNathaniel. Yeah, man. I hear you talking about the Bob Marley, man. You said the brother can't dance. Ha! You better watch it, son. Yeah, you better watch it, son, before I take me machete and lob off your head. I'm like, hey, man, it's just a joke, my guy. Relax. You don't talk about the legend. You don't talk about the legend. I'm like, man. They're getting all mad, man. It was just a little joke. That's all it is. You know, we can't have fun. We can't laugh. Right? It's crazy. I just said, listen, I just think Bob Marley, I thought he had a disability, and they didn't put it in the movie. Yeah, he had a disability, you know. He had had blindness of the ears, right? Right? He was deafblind, right? Blindness of the ears. No matter what he did, he just couldn't find the beat. Ha! He couldn't find the beat because he can't dance. They ain't like that joke, man. They ain't like that joke. You like, hey, NateNathaNathaniel, you keep talking about the legend, huh? You listen here. You keep talking about the legend. What have you done? Huh? What have you done? His music stands the test of time. What have you done? All you done is you got the raggedy ass podcast, man. Ha! Raggedy ass podcast. Ah, listen, man. You keep talking about the Bob Marley. I'm going to come over there. I'm gonna wrap my hair around your neck, and I'm going to put you into dreadlock. Ha! I'm like, man, y'all need to relax. Just relax. All my rosters, relax. Hey, smoke some ganja. You good? Smoke some ganja and listen to some, you know, no woman, no crying gonna help you. Just everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. Love my rastas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. Listen. That's the funny I'm working on right now. And the last thing we're gonna talk about. It's gonna be The first time. Oh, yeah. Everybody remember the first time of something that they got excited about. Now, this topic it's like, it can cover a lot of things. I mean, it just depends where you're at in your headspace. Like, oh, yeah, I remember the first time I did X, Y, Z, right? Remember your first kiss, right? Right. First time you got excited, right. Everybody remembers the first time for something. I remember the first time I got a hybrid. My first Prius. My first and only Prius. Sam, I did. Man. So whatever your first time is, I don't know. First time you saw some bare skin, and the first time you had some relations, I don't know. I'm sure everybody remembers that first time. Don't act like you don't. You remember it. You may not want to remember it, but I'm gonna tell you something. You remember it. You remember. Hey, I bet you can name the time. Well, maybe not the time, but you can definitely name the place, right? The first time your child was born, right? There's a lot of first time. First time you was baptized, if you were a saved person. First, you remember first time you seen her, first time you seen him, right? Well, my first time I got this mic. Man, I get excited over silly stuff, bro. This silly stuff, like I got a microphone. I got this mic. I paid some money for this mic, but this mic, it sounds good. I mean, first time good, like, ooh, like Michael Jackson, like, ooh, right? It sounds cool. It's deep. It's so attractive. You look at it, you just kind of the first time you sing that microphone, you're like, I can't wait to put my lips on that microphone just to share this moment. Ooh, baby, look, like just to start, just like when you're so happy you start moaning, like, this microphone don't sound, like you had you had a piece of chocolate cake, I haven't had chocolate for a week, this microphone. When the first time was so good, you just moan, man, this microphone, right? Man, I'm just excited about a piece of electronic. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with me, Bob? Tell you, listen, I get the first time I used it was today on this cast. Woo, boy, telling you, don't make no. I think I'm sweating. Woo, feel good, boy, feel good. I'm like, man, Mike, I'm gonna have to name you. I'm gonna have to name your microphone. I tell you, my wife gonna listen to this cast. She's like, what were you doing in the vehicle? I said, baby, I was just having a moment with the microphone. This microphone, boy, don't make. I got a tear. I got a little tear in the corner of my left eye. Yes, sir. Man, I'm telling you, this microphone, it's a fun purchase right here. Yes, sir. The first time. So everybody, whatever your first time is, for me, microphone, right? Y'all may have something else, and I'm sure whatever it is, let's think about it. Whatever you got, whatever thing that makes you go, this is so good, I love, I'm just, it makes you moan. That's the first time I'm talking about. That's the stuff that gives you joy. It just, I can't explain it. Words can't explain it, but I can moan it. Woo! Anyway, so that's my 3 F's for this podcast today. My funny review, the funny I'm working on, and then the first time of something that brings you joy. Yeah, man. Listen. I'm gonna talk about a segment later on called Uncooked Cutlets, right? That's gonna be the financial or the future plans. Uncooked Cutlets, just short videos I'm gonna put on TikTok or have a web page on what's that at YouTube or something like that. So I gotta get myself out. I gotta expose myself. So listen, I gotta go to my second hustle. This second hustle time. Comedy's my third hustle. I do appreciate you joining us three, Nathan, Nathaniel, yes, all three is me, in this review edition of Uncooked Chicken, the comedic adventures of Uncooked Chicken. It's a commuter cast, maybe it got you a laugh. Adventures of Uncooked Chicken, comedic adventures of Uncooked Chicken, comedic adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Ain't no need to edit. Hell yeah, I said it. It's the adventures of Uncooked Chicken. Okay, where's the cluck? You gotta have a cluck. Got a chicken with a cluck. Don't leave me without no cluck. Don't you leave me without no cluck.